Hi friends, it's me Lois with Wild Child Mercantile, coming at you live tonight from my segment of Craft Around the Clock. Brought to you by the letters A, B, and C, and the numbers 6. You know, did anybody grow up watching Sesame Street? I sure did. That was the shablam blam whenever I was a kid. So, thank you all for stopping by today. Appreciate you. And we're going to be doing a fun, neutral, patriotic craft. If I can get some feeling into my hands. They're cold. Got cold hands. Hi, Tracy. Hi, Steph. Welcome in. My hands are so cold. We are going to be doing something fun. I've been excited about this craft and what it's gonna come out. Hi, Barbara. Congrats on your new channel. We gotta get you all out there, don't we? I've been meaning to go back and share you. I need to do that this evening. Go out and share your page to get all the peeps over. Hello, Elizabeth. Hello, Tammy. Thank you for sprinkling. Hello, Sharon. Hi, Cheryl. Hi, Lori. Hi, Miss Betsy. Thank you all for being here. Hi, Mary. I don't know if you saw, Mary, that you won the drawing the other day on the little Western cutouts, the little set of the Western cutouts from my live the other day, and I mailed those out to you today. So, you should be getting those soon. Thank you for sprinkling. Yes, y'all be sure and follow Miss Barbara if you have not yet for her Barbara's Blessed Beginnings. That's Miss Barbara Polston. She's a wonderful supporter of all of us, and so glad to see her doing her own thing. So we are happy to have other people join us. I did too. I watched Captain Kangaroo and Mr. Green Jeans, and I watched Mr. Rogers' Neighborhoods with the creepy puppets that he had and all that stuff. So I remember all that. I sure do. Sure do. Yeah, I did too. I watched it. Hello, partner. Welcome in, Michelle. Thank you for sprinkling, Mary. And thank you for sprinkling, Barbara. Hello, Miss Kelly. Thank you for sprinkling the wildflowers. What'd you call me, Steph? Yes, I watched Bozo the Clown, too. Remember, he was out of Chicago. Yes, got those mailed off for you today. So we are going to be making something with a wood kit that I sell in my Etsy shop, but we're going to really be dressing it up with some stuff. I got these boards from Honey and Bear Creates, and she'll have to remind me what year the house that they came out of with. I know it was in the 1920s, but these boards are called lath boards, L-A-T-H-E. Hi, Shannon. And so I had my husband cut me down to the size that I needed for this project. So I'm excited to do something with those. And then we're going to be doing something with this little, I don't know, tattered flag, I guess you would call it. Little tattered pieces. Hi, Jillian. Welcome. The Magic Garden. I'm going to have to look that one up to see if I watched it or not. It might trigger my memory. Yes, welcome, Jillian. Well, hi, Beverly. 1923. I thought it was 23, but I didn't want to misquote. So isn't that cool to think of the things that these boards have seen? Hi, Devonna. Thank you for the stars, Beverly. Y'all come on in. So, but I wanted to do something a little different on our background other than, thank you for sprinkling, Devonna. Hey, Kim, welcome in. Other than just wood, I'm going to cover it with some muslin. and we're going to use some, I put some coffee and water in a little bitty spray bottle that we're going to use and just kind of, instead of just dipping our fabric in, we're going to spray it. Hey, Stephanie Wisby. Hi, Catherine Coleman. Welcome, welcome. So glad to have you all here. And we're going to go ahead and get started because there's lots of bits and pieces to this that we're going to do. And so let's go ahead and do our lath boards first. We are going to put them over here. And one of my favorite ways of kind of distressing something is using this Irish cream paste from Magnolia Designs, and of course it is to be used for doing stenciling, but I also use it as a paint, and so I'll be using a palette knife to kind of spread that along on our boards to age them up a little bit, and we're going to put those on the top and the bottom of our piece that we have here. But this color is such a nice color to, let's see, which sides we want to do. I think I'll go ahead and do the one that has the little thing in it, because I don't mind that. It makes it look a little more rustic. So, hi Roseanne. Welcome in, my cowgirl friend. So, I just get some of that paste on my brush here, or my palette knife, and just start swiping it, you know, like from Dora the Explorer, swipe or no swiping. Cheryl, you're going to be having some tests in the morning. I will definitely be saying a prayer for sure that everything goes good. Be keeping our Honey and Bear Creates in your prayers too, as she's dealing with some shoulder issues, and she's going to see the doctor next week to see what the plan is for that. Sorry if you can hear my laser going in the background, my laser beam. It should kick off here shortly. Every time I say laser, I think of Austin Powers and then laser beam with Dr. Evil talking about his laser beam. So see how you just add a little bit of that. Oh yes, my middle daughter, Madeline, she watched Dora the Explorer as well. We often thought that she had something happen with a volcano in the in a former life or something, because the volcano from Dora that shoots the balls out. One time she was reading this book and she saw that volcano and she just got panicked about that volcano in the book, and so I was like, is she remembering something that's happened? Because she was only like 2.5. Couldn't figure out why that dang volcano had her so spooked. Yeah, swipe or no swiping. And we always sing the chocolate song, chocolate, chocolate, bote, bote, chocolate. These boards have such a nice texture already that it makes it easy just to kind of skip along with this, because we're doing our patriotic craft, but it's all going to be in neutral colors, which, you know, if you watch me very often, you know is a fave of mine. to do everything in all the neutrals. So we've got that part done. Set that to the side. Get this going here. Oh, Maddie was a huge Blues Clues fan. In fact, we even had her picture made with her little blue, stuffed blue. She had the chair, the thinking chair, and the little notebook. And we watched those dang DVDs. I mean, not DVDs, VHS tapes over and over and over. I'll let Stephanie answer you, Kelly, on who was who on that. I would have got it wrong too. Yeah, my daughter was obsessed with Blues Clues. It was a good one though. So now when Steve comes on and does little updates, I'm gonna get my hand warm with my heat gun. My hands are so cold. When Steve does his little videos every now and again, asking how everybody's doing, yeah, we loved it. Yeah, man. In fact, Raina just bought Maddie the set of Mrs. Pepper, Mr. Salt, Mrs. Pepper, and Paprika. And then some of the other spices. She bought her that for Christmas this past year. Oh, yes. Kelly, I'm not sure if she saw you, but she said that she was the one. Oh, yeah, there you go. She was the one giving the bird. Hi, Mickey. Yes. Maddie watched that one too, Lazy Town. He was Butkus instead of Spartacus. That's funny. That is funny. Alright, so now let's get just a little bit of our aging wax, and we're gonna darken these edges just a hair, and then move on to our next step. Hi, Lori. Welcome in. Welcome, welcome. I've got to get out that dark wax that Sue sent me to see if I like it better. Good evening, Miss Mickey. How was your day at work? Mickey is our new friend that we met at the retreat. Her and her mom were kind of like mine and Steph's little retreat besties. We always sat together. So she is a new good friend of ours. And we are trying to get her up and going where she can do lives as well. We're just aging up the edges here a little. But I definitely need some new aging wax. Look at that. That is normally crusty is a good thing with us folks, but that wax is just getting ridiculous. But I have to say, I've had it for over 2 years, and I've used it consistently, almost on every project I've done. So I do say I got my money's worth. I ordered it, I first saw it on Sarah from Booksy and Buttons, and that's where I first learned about it, and ordered it from Amazon, and have been using it ever since. So then we got just aged up around the edges of our board here. And So, got our boards all nice and aged up. It's Mickey's Craft Corner. It's a group that she has. This is what. Hopefully, she'll be able to go live with that group. Oh, really, Roseanne? Yeah, in Gatlinburg instead. I was rooting for Nashville. That was my vote, because I have never been there but always wanted to go. So my vote was Nashville. Oh, good. It's a good day. You need 43 more. So does that apply to groups too? Needing 100 members? I don't know how that works for groups. I know business pages need 100 follows. Mickey's, there you go, Mickey's Craft Corner. Her mom's name is Linda, but she goes by Skeeter, and she is a hoot and a half. Had us all rolling at the retreat. It's a little distance because I think it added on like 3 hours to the trip. I think Nashville was only going to be like 6 hours for me, and then Gatlinburg is 9 or almost 10. So here you go. Yep, Stephanie Wisby, you've been with us from the get-go, gal. You sure have. And I don't forget those people that we have had all along. You and Teresa from Forest Acres, and Barb from Chicken Pickens. All of our oldies but goodies. You have 11 out of 50. I'm running a little behind on that as well. So we're going to just do our little staining method here for our, the week is early. We still have half the week. So we're going to I had just watered down this paint when a little bit it's burnt umber paint, and when it got down to the bottom, I just added some water. And, oh, nice. Well, I knew you can go live in a group because we have that option with Wild Honey, but I didn't know if you had to have the 100 as well. Let's see. So we're just gonna take our little with our little baby wipe and start staining up our pieces here. Like I said, this is gonna all be neutrals, and so I think it will look nice. I think it'll look nice. I do have this kit available in my Etsy shop if you're interested in that. Hopefully I can keep these in the order that I need them. This is just the easiest way to stain as far as I'm concerned. You don't have to buy expensive stain. You can just use the cheapo paint and get the same effect. But I really liked the look of this tattered flag. Where it makes it look aged. Hope you all have had a good day. I'm glad the week is over. Today is my grandson's birthday, so it was a big day. Oh, my daughter just texted that one of her baby turkeys died. She had gotten turkeys for the first time. She's got lots and lots of baby chicks, but she had tried the turkey life. Hi, James. I was just telling him, Maddie just texted that one of her little turkeys went to turkey heaven. So, yeah. I'm gonna just leave that there, and yeah, 4 hours from you, Steph. So, I'm going to, like I said, I'm going to cover this with, cover this wood with some of this muslin, and just to give it one more little layer of texture. Went through shoulder pain. Yeah, that's what she, hi Lisa. She has a tear in her rotator cuff too. I hurt my shoulder. I was in a really bad wreck. And I flipped my car about 20 or 30, it went 400 yards. I flipped my car so many times, and I hurt my shoulder some in that, but not enough to where I needed to get repair or anything. So, oh yes, my Charlie. He is. It's still funny for me to see. I was looking at him, all the pictures that we've shared over the years for his birthday, because up until this year, Charlie had super long hair. He could tuck it into his pants. He had that long of hair. And so this year, he decided to cut his hair before he started school. So we're getting used to seeing him with short hair. That's not too bad, Mickey. So you're going to be closer. See, that's how close, that's how, what it was for us to go to Branson, was the 4 hours. So now you're the one that's going to be closest. So I'm just trying to get this fairly thin, because I don't want any bunches up on there where it shows through our fabric. And in fact, I'm going to hit it with a little bit of heat again, and we're just going to dry it a little bit. Oh, it's going to be 3 tomorrow, so her and Charlie are just a day apart. Oh. There's our fearless leader, old James. James, we were just talking about how we met Mickey and got to be close to her mom. It's 12 hours for you, Steph? Goodness gracious. So I guess I'm closer than both of y'all. This says, which is weird, James, because you're further north than me, but mine says almost 10. Hi, Sharon. Welcome back. Yeah, I've got almost 10. Well, maybe I should go ahead and get most of this dry, and then I can always iron it. Iron my fabric on there. And I was debating whether I needed to take that Monday off after the retreat just to have a day to recover, because we'll be leaving. We'll be getting home so late. Northern Middle Tennessee. I am making a patriotic craft with my my tattered flag kit. I don't know if you can see it. And I'm gonna put some muslin behind it here, just to give it a little bit more texture. Yeah, like I said, Nashville was my vote. Hi, Miss Brenda. And so we're doing this all in neutrals. I'm using some of these old boards that Steph gave me that Terry cut down to fit. And I'm going to stain up my fabric a little bit with some coffee water. How far is it for you, Michelle, for y'all to go to Gatlinburg? Hi, Maureen. Hi, Maureen. Hi, Maureen. Welcome in. So then we are going to cut off the excess around the edges. Just do a rough cut at first. Yep. Roseanne, you should come join us, friend. We would love for any of y'all to join us. Gonna be lots of fun. Let's see, Tom. So I'm not too worried about the top and the bottom because they're going to be covered with our really, I don't even care about these sides being super straight either. Oh, really, Catherine? Yep, I've heard a rumor there's going to be some fun teachers. Just a rumor or two. So we are going to, now, we're going to take, I just put some, oh, that's not bad. I just put some instant coffee and some warm water in one of these little spray bottles. Hey, Tiffany, from the Dollar Tree. And so I'm just going to kind of spray our fabric a little bit to give it a little bit more aged look. And I may even come in with, let's see, where's one of my darker ones. I've got these distress sprays too. Hey Maddie, I'm sorry about your turkey. I was just saying that you had just lost one of your turkeys. So just to kind of distress our background a little bit, because you know we don't want anything looking all perfect. And these distress, Tim Holtz distress, are, I know I don't want to do too much, because you know I can sit here and distress all day long with the best of them. Hey, I know, Maddie, you tried, little gal. You tried. You gave him a good life. I just hate that you paid $15 and then now he's gone. I have to get just a hair of my Mod Podge. Come on. Put this right here. Yes, he was loved. He was a loved little turkey. Okay, so now we've got our flag pieces here that we're gonna put on here. Hi, Ken. That's okay, Tiffany. What did you say? What did you say, James? Oh, it gets easier. Yeah, it's not in. That's not bad. And then we're gonna put our boards here up at the top. Just to kind of frame out our little flag here. So I'm going to add some wood glue. Thank you. I'm going to add some wood glue. Yeah, this kit is available in my Etsy store. And when I saw the file, I knew I had to have it because I loved the tattered look of the flag. I'll get this stuff. Yeah. Okay, so then we have to, just gonna put a little hot glue on these. I'm not gonna worry too much about them being perfect. What are you coughing about over there? Whew. And I made a little sign here. How much time do I got? 9 minutes. Oh, I forgot to turn my head. And then this here. There's really, wrong or right way to do this because it's just an old tattered flag. So it doesn't, thank you so much, Steph. I love anything patriotic. I think it was, my dad was a Vietnam veteran, and so we were always very patriotic in our house and growing up, and it was just something that was instilled in me. There's nothing I can't stand. I just can't stand when people won't stand for the dang pledge. That irritates the living shit out of me. Now, if you're disabled and you can't stand, fine. But if you aren't, you better get your behind up. And if that offends you, I'm sorry. It's just the way that it needs to be. Thank you so much. Of course, I will also, I think, James, I am honestly going to have to agree with you on the, I don't think that I distress this enough. It's just not distressed enough for my liking. Yes, I agree. I just think you sit there and enjoy all the blessings of being an American, yet you can't stand up and honor the people who have sacrificed for you. That's what I say. You may not like America, but you do it for the veterans that made the sacrifice. I probably went a little bit overboard on that one little spot. That's okay. So then, what did you say? You have a barn? Oh my gosh, Mary. I'll be there soon. I'm a-coming. Hit one spot over here. That was the darker one that we wanted. Okay. So here is here is the gist of it. of our craft here. And then I've got also my, I made this other little sign that I wanted to add to it. And thank you so much. Thank you, thank you. Now you may not hear me singing the Star Spangled Banner. I mean, I usually do, but usually I don't, to spare the people around me. See, I'm not even gonna stain this because I really want the different shades, you know. Thank you. Thank you. And so I took part of the lyrics from God Bless the USA and just made a little sign to hang on here. And then I will make a little hanger on the back. Thank you all so much. I'll make a little sign on the back that, a little hanger with our wire here. I think I might have to use our, do something to make our boards a little more sturdy here. Just want to think about what we need to do to get them a little more sturdy. See if that helps. No, it's not, but I can sure add it in there. I can sure add it in there. Throw it in as a freebie. How did I make the sign? I just engraved it on my laser that says the flag still stands for freedom. That was just what came to my mind whenever I was coming up with this craft. A glue stick. Oh, who was a veteran? I missed it. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, I'm sorry. Mary Lou. Yes, thank you for your service, Mary Lou. See, we would want to honor you and your sacrifice by making these jackasses stand up that just sit there and take a knee or whatever. But here is our, I was gonna put a bow over here and put this as the center, but I kind of think I like it without the bow. And then we'll make a hanger with the rusty wire to hang it. And that will be a, thank you, Mary Lou. Thank you, Mary. Thank you, Catherine. I appreciate you all. My time is up on Craft Around the Clock. So I'm going to show you our final one before I have to go. But here's our finished craft with the, thank you all so much. I appreciate you all for being here. Love you all. Thank you. Have a good night. Be kind to yourself and to others.